Good morning, investors, and welcome back to the Daily Hunt for Multi-Baggers. It's Monday, November 10th, 2025, and we're here to unpack the market insights our AI gathered for us yesterday, Sunday, November 9th.
That's right, Ethan. Today, we saw a good amount of activity, with many different stocks popping up in social discussions. Our system flagged a high volume of recent posts, indicating a lot of chatter. The overall sentiment, however, appears to be a bit mixed, with some strong cautionary signals emerging, which is always interesting for us KPI-driven folks.
Absolutely, Brooke. Always something to dig into. Let's get straight to it.
All right, let's kick things off with UnitedHealth Group, or UNH. Our AI's analysis for UNH paints a pretty bearish picture from the recent social media sentiment. Users are explicitly calling out significant losses on UNH options, with one comment even labeling it a loser.
Well, it's easy to get caught up in the short-term sentiment, especially when people are talking about options plays. But if we look beyond the immediate pain points, there are still some attractive fundamentals with UNH. The company's PE ratio is at a reasonable 16.89, and they boast a solid dividend yield of 2.73%. Plus, their revenue growth is still positive at 0.122, suggesting the underlying business continues to expand. For a long-term investor, those are generally positive signals, hinting at potential resilience.
I hear you, Ethan, but we can't ignore the context here. That dividend yield, while appealing for income investors, isn't enough to offset the capital depreciation we've seen. The stock is currently trading at $324.21, significantly down from its 52-week high of $630.73. That's a massive drop, and it aligns perfectly with the user sentiment of greatest misses. While the beta is low at 0.429, which usually indicates stability, such a sharp decline despite low volatility tells me there are company-specific or sector-specific issues at play.
And those issues certainly include the news we've seen, like the ongoing DOJ probe, which undoubtedly creates uncertainty. But on the flip side, the board just authorized a quarterly dividend payment. That's a strong sign of financial health and commitment to shareholders, even in challenging times. Plus, UNH is still being highlighted as a top healthcare stock for dividends. That stability, for the right investor, could be a silver lining.
A dividend payment is a good sign, no doubt, but it has to be weighed against the very risks here. The DOJ probe is a massive overhang, testing the predictability of the company. And let's not forget the political headwinds, with statements about diverting federal funds from money-sucking health insurers. These aren't just minor bumps. They could directly impact future revenue and profit margins, making that current PE less attractive if earnings estimates start to slide. While the historical KPIs show a strong company, the future-looking news definitely challenges that predictability.
You're right, Brooke. Those are serious considerations. The market is clearly reacting to that uncertainty.
Indeed. Looking at our previous ratings, UNH has been a bit of a roller coaster, having moved between buy, cautious buy, and stay away multiple times. Our last rating for UNH was a buy on October 29th. However, given the significant bearish sentiment, the dramatic price drop from its 52-week high, and the regulatory and political pressures, my metrics are signaling a clear shift.
And from my perspective, while the long-term fundamentals are there, the immediate headwinds are just too strong for a confident growth outlook right now.
Exactly. So, for UNH, UnitedHealth Group Incorporated common stock, our AI-generated insight for today is to stay away. The current risks and negative sentiment heavily outweigh the fundamental positives for now.
All right, so to quickly round up our AI-generated insights, investigate as buy? None. Investigate as cautious buy? None. Investigate as speculative gamble? UnitedHealth Group Incorporated, common stock, UNH.
And that brings us to the end of today's Daily Hunt.
Remember, this podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The content is generated by artificial intelligence and does not constitute financial advice.
Listeners should conduct their own research or consult a licensed financial advisor before making investment decisions. We are not responsible for any losses incurred. The market is a wild place, and knowledge is your best asset.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow with more insights from the Daily Hunt from Multi-Baggers.
Until then, happy hunting.